goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Oh, and the highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Josh Harrison stands in. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took a ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's George Springer as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Here's the 0-1. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Ready with the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Harold, what do they need to focus on in this one?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Woo, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
Yankees. Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really fueling that offense right now. I was talking about him earlier with some people, and I kept telling them he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
Didi Gregorius is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Wind-up and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Again, a 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Aaron Judge is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews. Players don't argue a whole lot. He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Settling in now, Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Didi Gregorius.
Here's the first pitch to him. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Ellsbury's after it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. You may as well take out a tee, set the ball right there, and say hit it as hard as you can, because that's what he did.
Sano.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Sano. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, Matt, this inning just got interesting. It's got a chance to be pretty big. You start the inning with a double, and now you get the single, and you're sitting first and third, and here they come.
Standing in now, Dante Bichette, and he puts it on the ground to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
None out, runners at first and second. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A bullet to first base. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. So stepping in, Sonny Gray. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
Missed a pretty good pitch to hit right there. You know he wants that one back because you usually don't get more than one of those in an at-bat.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Flares this one over toward first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
In now, Ender Inciarte. He swings and grounds it to short. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Oh, ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run right there. That's a nice job of just staying up the middle, not trying to pull a ball or get out in front. Just stay up the middle, and it paid off.
Into the box now, Josh Harrison, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Judge is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Montreal leads this one 2-0.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the visitors. And I'm looking down there at Josh Harrison. You can put him anywhere on the diamond. Outfield, corner in the infield, the middle infield. He plays everywhere. And that's the value of Josh Harrison.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have, 0-1.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it. But, man, he hung him a curveball right there in the middle. For him to not swing the bat, being the power hitter he is, who sees a lot of breaking pitches, makes me think he's looking for something else. Gray
ready with the 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now.
Baseman.
That's 5 straight
Garland
punch-outs. I love it, but I
Castro.
think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Gray has his target. Here's the 0-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the right field
Batting
line,
7th,
you can see that he
left
generates his
fielder,
power from his
Brett
lower half, taking it
Gardner.
down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Striding in once again, George Springer. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Springer.
Into the windup and the pitch. Back up to, oh no, that got him.
Well, he went for the big swing and ends up getting a swinging bunt. You couldn't have rolled the ball any better.
First
Starts off the
baseman,
inning. Here we go.
James
We're off and flying. A
Bruce.
leadoff single.
Here's Jay Bruce now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Line drive to left. In there, a base hit. The throw to third. And he's out on a strong throw. Digging in to try it again, Didi Gregorius. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Harold, Dan, and I are back at Yankee Stadium in just a moment. So coming to the plate, Todd Frazier. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Todd Frazier.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
The windup and the 0-1. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Gregorius is there for it. 1 away.
Batting ninth.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Michael Pineda. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
That pitch right there just locked him up. A curveball that doesn't break, a little front door curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And this will be fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Expos are out on top 2-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Miguel Sano. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch on its way. Way out in front.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
That's a nice controlled 2-strike approach. You cut your swing down, and all you want to do is see the ball and hit it.
Dante Bichette.
Into the box, Dante Bichette. Back up the middle. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Expos are out in front 2-0. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Gray ready with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's big Aaron Judge as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Gray now on 2-0. 2-1 now.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
To 2-2 now.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A called strike on the inside corner.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Gray's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And with 2 out, the inning will stay alive for Greg Bird. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
That's when you're looking for a ball inside. That ball's all the way in. He still pulls his hands through and gets a base hit to the outfield.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give into this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, you just give up a double. Now you're down 3-0 in the count. Look, there's no need to challenge this guy right here. I'm looking to the on-deck circle, and I'm going to go ahead and walk this guy, nibble, make him chase, something different, because I want that hitter on the on-deck circle.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Here's Starlin Castro. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. 1-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here. That was the 5th foul ball in this at bat. He's seen a lot of pitches.
Now another 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the 2nd walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
At the plate, Brett Gardner. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a fastball runs a bit too far inside as he's got to step out of harm's way there.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back to Yankee Stadium after this. Ready for another chance? Sonny Gray. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Sonny Gray.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here it comes on 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Hit down the line at first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Second baseman
Josh Harrison stands in. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning. Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game. So maybe this is the start of something big.
George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Line drive to center field. Ellsbury is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Here's Todd Frazier now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been.
Here's the pitch. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Bichette sprinting after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Michael Pineda comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And, Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches. Nominate him for a third time.
Here it comes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
He's really showing me something right here, Matt. He hit the last batter, and the first pitch right here, boom, fastball on the inside half, coming right at him again. He's not fearful of anything.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More from the Bronx after this. Digging in and looking for more, Jay Bruce. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Gardner moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Didi Gregorius. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And now a pitch on the way. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
They've left a lot of men on base. They've had plenty of opportunities. And here's another one. After a base hit, they find themselves with another runner on. Let's see if they can bring somebody home this inning.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away, it's strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Runners on first with one down. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Dante Bichette. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Expos lead it. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The pitch. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he's safe.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help.
Gary Sanchez.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Tommy Kahnle takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Gary Sanchez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him, went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
In now, Greg Bird. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the 1-0. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. One out and a runner on second base. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Ball 3. 3-2 now. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The payoff pitch one more time. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Standing in now, Starlin Castro, as he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. From the belt, the pitch, and he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. 1-1. Here it is, and that misses. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get it a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 6 full. Montreal is on top here, 2-0. Back here in the Bronx. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. Tommy Kahnle is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
And it looks like the Yankees will have
For Montreal, catcher Yadier Molina.
line shot to first, and there's one away.
The batter, pitcher, Tommy Kahnle.
Dustin Pedroia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Dustin Pedroia.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Dustin Pedroia goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready for another chance? Ender Inciarte. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets in his fast.
Slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. Montreal is out in front 2-0.
Now pitching, Jason
New pitcher coming on now as they'll turn it over to the former number 4 overall pick back in 1997, right-hander Jason Grilli. Here's Brett Gardner now. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Brett Gardner.
In there at the letters 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here it comes on 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's Todd Frazier now as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Matt Holliday will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this is low, ball 1.
Well, that shot tells you everything you need to know. He's really a little frustrated tonight. This has been a tough game. They haven't swung the bats well, and they need to start getting some offense going.
Here's the 1-0. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And Molina will look this one in, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Montreal is out in front here, 2-0. David
Robertson.
Josh Harrison. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Second baseman. Josh Harrison.
Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the night, and are you surprised? That's 3 singles. Now sits 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Not a bad night.
Here's George Springer.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Judge is there to put it away for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
First baseman.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. Here comes the first pitch. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Looked like he was sitting on the hard stuff right there. Stayed right on it, stayed with it. Hard line drive. Great game plan.
Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Montreal leads it 2-0. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Takes a knee-high fastball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little change-up, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another change-up.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He blew that fastball right by him, probably because he set him up with the off-speed stuff before.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Aaron Judge stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Wow, he's got to be frustrated with that pitch. Did a nice job of getting ahead of the hitter. Wanted to go to changeup to put him away, and just hung it up there a little bit too long.
Digging in, Gary Sanchez. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. Montreal is on top here, 2-0. Nighttime look there at the Chrysler Building, once the world's tallest structure, as we welcome you back to baseball from Yankee Stadium. First offering on its way. Miguel Sano is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Way out in front. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder, Dante Bichette.
Digging in once again, Dante Bichette. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. On he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Bird ranging into shallow right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 4.
Stepping up now, Yadier Molina. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a hard liner to short. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And from deep in the hole, he got him. What a play, and that ends the inning. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And Dan, what's
The ninth inning for the Yankees. First baseman, Greg Bird.
Jim Palmer comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Here's Starlin Castro as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that was a classic strikeout pitch with the changeup down right there. He just missed. You know, he hit fastball, then came back with the changeup. I think he comes back with another fastball in. You got him guessing now for sure.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Ball 4. Here's Brett Gardner now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Brett Gardner goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Chase Headley will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Chase Headley.
Just got a piece to the right side, but it gets foul. 2 out with the man at first. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, we had two spring training division teams going at it in this one. Pretty much an even matchup on paper, but at the end, these guys come out on top and get a well-earned victory.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Michael Pineda pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team. 2 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Yankees, no runs, 4 hits,